Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. The starters for Utah. They've got Jusuf Nurkic, Lauri Markkanen out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's Keyonte George, and it's Peterson in at the 2. And for Chicago, Nicholas Claxton out there with Buzelis. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Powell, and it's Wilson in at the 3 slot. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
And Chicago starts out with the ball here. Outside Giddey. Offensive rebound. George with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. It's George on the drive, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the more experience George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keyonte George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard, but he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season, and we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
George hits them both.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Now here's Giddey, and Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
He's not playing within himself. 2 fouls in less than a minute. He's got to dial it back some.
Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Here's George. Pass to Nurkic. Here's George, defended by Jones. George in the post, working on Jones. George's shot is off.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
To the paint. Here's Buzelis, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Utah ball.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. George against Jones. There's Jackson with the 3. Wilson grabs the board. Here's Claxton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Brian, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
In the modern NBA, boy, you hunt down mismatches. That's a size disadvantage, and he takes advantage.
Nurkic passes to P. Markkanen from long range. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Claxton. George feels it out a bit. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Buzelis. Shot clock at 6. Sinks that one from the post.
And in this action, the pick and roll, Buzelis is becoming really good at reading the defense.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Jones. Here's Wilson. George defending. Lays it up and banks it in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And now the first time out called here for Utah.
With the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Collins, he's checked in for Claxton. Smith comes in for Buzelis. And Okoro is subbed in for Wilson. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Nurkic. Sensabaugh comes in for Jackson. Bailey's checked in for Peterson. And it's Collier in for George. Now here's Markkanen. No points so far. Drops in the three.
Well, nice job to capitalize right there in an instance where all you got to do is catch and shoot.
Powell passes to Okoro. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Jazz have gone 2 for 7. A sluggish start. Markkanen up top. A minute 50 left to play in the first. Pass to Filipowski. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
And man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Collins. Here's Jones. A minute 37 left in the opening quarter. Utah grabs the miss. And he lobs it up. Markkanen misses. Chicago trailing here. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
No tremendous poise from Okoro on that play. Takes the contact, concentrates through the finish.
Chicago shooting their first free throw this game.
At the line for Chicago, Isaac Okoro. One shot.
.114 left in the first. Pass to Sensabaugh. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, at the rim, that's just a matter of size differential, right? That's usually the result.
Outside Jones. Okoro outside. And the layup is good off the glass. Okoro's got 5.
What tremendous control from Isaac Okoro. His coaches encourage him to attack through contact.
Back to Markkanen. 4-3. Connects from downtown. Markkanen's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Yep, count it. He's got 7.
Inside, Okoro can really make trouble for the defense. He's got that combination of strength and agility.
Smith against Markkanen. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jalen Smith. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
For the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's all tied in Chicago. And we'll be back right after this.
Utah 15.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. So on the floor for Utah, Jackson out there with Bailey. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's George. And it's Peterson in a 2-guard. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Peterson. No points yet. George for 3. Knocks down the triple. And it's a 5-point Utah lead.
And there's a nice rhythm to his 3-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Back over to you, Brian.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. You got a piece of it.
When it comes to contesting shots, Uzelis is showing us that he's got great timing.
2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's George. He's got 9. 6 to shoot. Jackson with it. And it's Giddey picking him up. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Wilson. Rebounded by Nurkic. Utah leading by 3. Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a 3-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Giddey. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Listen, he's going to get stronger, but you talk about guile and the willingness to battle down low. Josh Giddey is more than up to the task.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
A 6'8" point guard, Josh Giddey's length gives him a massive advantage, Grant.
Oh, it does, B.A. He's too big for opposing ones to guard. It's tough putting a wing on him, and Giddey just makes you change your defensive game plan.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, Josh Giddey has proven that he will have some triple-doubles in his career because he can score it, he can board it, and he can certainly find his teammates. Now it's about being consistent and efficient.
Now here's Nurkic. No made baskets yet. Now here's Giddey. Driving inside after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
Tremendous burst from Josh Giddey on the drive. Just turns up the intensity.
George passes to Nurkic. To the middle. Here's Bailey. Rebound by the Bulls. Oh, there's the alley. That puts him in the lead. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Now a timeout called by Utah.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
All right, fans, the loudest section in here right now gets free T-shirts.
Changes for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Claxton. Powell comes in for Okoro. And it's Jones in for Giddey. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Markkanen comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Sensabaugh is checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for George. Here's Peterson. Still no points. 5 to shoot. Soft touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 1. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Pass to Buzelis. Powell outside. Here's Buzelis. No good. 3 for 4 in the game now. A minute 35 left in the first half. Throws it up high. Markkanen hammers home the lob.
Yeah, Markkanen, a big-time athlete. Set that lob up in the air and he'll finish.
Jones, the pass to Powell. Some solid defense from Filipowski.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
And down it goes. 2 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
56 seconds left in the half. Jones' shot is good.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
On the take. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Utah shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Peterson at the line for one.
One shot.
Two-for-one opportunity if they can time it right.
A great way to end the quarter.
Jones in the post. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Sensabaugh. Jones grabs the board. On the clock. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Utah ahead, up by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Playing on the road is having no effect on me. The lanes, the hotels, the buses, it's a grind. It could zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You got to like what Keontae George has done in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. They've got Josh Giddey, Booz Ellis out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Powell, and it's Wilson in at the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Here's Collier. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Collier's got his second basket.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Now here's Jackson. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it.
Chicago ball.
Peterson, he's checked in for Utah.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz, Peterson.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Claxton against Nurkic. Doris, Norman Powell has been impressive ever since his younger days.
Well, he put people on notice in high school, right? He wins the dunk contest for San Diego County. He was on 2 All-State teams and won a state championship. And boy, he has proven a scorer in the league.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
And so he makes both from the line. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They lead by 4. He passes to George. Takes a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Inside. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
Markkanen, the pass to Jackson.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First personal foul.
Utah shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Shooting for Utah, Jaren Jackson Jr. taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
Okoro is checked in for Chicago. Bailey's checked in for Utah. Good on the second one. Now Giddey. 2 minutes gone in this 3rd quarter now. Here's Buzelis, defended by Jackson. Let's go to the sideline and hear some news about Zach Collins. Allie, what have you heard?
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Chicago. He said there was some strong pain in the chest area, especially when breathing in. Likely at least 1 rib is broken. An injury like this removes any hope of a return tonight, and it's a serious enough issue to make you miss more than a few games. Back to you.
Well, we appreciate it, Allie. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis. Now here's Powell. He's got 6. Giddey scanning the floor. Down low. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And George with the jam. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Giddey. The rebound by the Jazz. Pass to George. And here's Jackson. Here's Peterson. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And it's a 4-point Jazz lead.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Ooh, poked away. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And the Jazz call time here.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Chicago making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Then for Utah, Filipowski, he's checked in for Jusuf Nurkic. Sensabaugh comes in for Peterson, and it's Collier in for George. Now here's Filipowski. Claxton with the block.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton?
Jones, a pass to Okoro. Now here's Smith. Chicago passing it around. Here's Claxton. Some solid defense from Filipowski. Utah leading. Here's Bailey. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Bailey's got his second basket of the game.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Jones, the pass to Okoro. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Kyle Filipowski.
Second team foul.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Isaac Okoro. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Wilson's checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Utah. Markkanen's checked in. And the second free throw is good. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Collier. Uses the glass on the layup. Collier's got 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Jones, the pass to Okoro. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Markkanen. Pass to Sensabaugh. Jackson on the wing. To the left side wing. Takes it inside. Collier. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And so is Utah, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. So the Jazz 5 right now. Lauri Markkanen out there with Jusuf Nurkic. Then there's Collier, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Here's Peterson. Chicago making their last shot, and he makes it. And the Jazz lead by 7.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Jones, the pass to Giddey. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah leading by 7. Here's Sensabaugh. Can't hit that one. The Bulls shooting around 53%, a nice number. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Utah has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Pass to Peterson. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Tremendous individual play. I mean, challenging the heart of that defense.
Jones with the ball. It's tipped.
That's just great work on the defensive end by Lauri Markkanen. You can see his length come into play.
Sensabaugh, no good. Now here's Jones. The D's right on him. Count that one.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Peterson. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For 3, Collier. And it's Giddey with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 7. Into the lane. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
6'8". That's excellent size, and Josh Giddey makes that dunk easy work.
Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Markkanen for 3. Ooh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Wilson. And they pick up 2.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Now here's Nurkic. Pass to Peterson. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier, defended by Jones. Shot's good by Collier.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And so here is Chicago. 8-point game. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Presentation of the player of the game. Isaiah Collier.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Man, if only he could play this well every night. This hometown crowd was not prepared for him to just go off like he did in this one. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And Utah calls time here. They lead by 6. There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. There's a minute 54 left to play in the fourth. Pass to Peterson. Here's Collier. Giddey defends. Claxton with the block. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Wilson. Claxton can't get it to go.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
He's got great instincts as a scorer, Norman Powell. At 6'3", more than capable of getting into the inside and mixing it up a bit.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one, and that brings him within 5.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Here's Collier. Giddey defends. Peterson, that was good.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Peterson. 43 seconds left to play in the fourth. And stolen by Claxton. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for the Bulls, Josh Giddey, shooting 1.
One shot.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Norman Powell, first personal foul. First team foul.
A chance here to possibly put the game away.
They have to remain focused to get it done. Such a risky pass. Hopefully he thinks twice about attempting that again.
Pass to Buzelis. This one for three. And he can't get that one. And so they foul intentionally.
Nicholas Claxton. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Jaren Jackson Jr. taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They need to answer fast.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
"17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Giddey finds Powell. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And that's an intentional foul.
Norman Powell. Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Collier taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. For 3, Smith. No good. So we see Utah get the win here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long, everyone.